Hey everyone, Caleb with Antique Book Collective, and today I'm getting to you guys with something really important if you're selling antique books like me, sets of books, or anything else that takes multiple boxes, and that's, of course, how do you actually do that on eBay? So, right off the bat, I'm going to just tell you guys it's really simple, and I'm going to do a bunch of different screenshots to show you the different steps for this in this little video. So, without further ado, here we go. So first things first, obviously, you're going to see this screen. This is the screen you will see after you do your first box that you are shipping out. So what you can tell right now is you basically just do this exactly like you do it every other book that you are shipping out. You just do everything, you put in the weight, all that sort of stuff, and obviously this is just the weight for the very first box that you're doing. Once you do that, you go on to the back to orders thing, which you can see here is circled, and it's also purple because I already clicked it, so just be sure to click that. Once you click that, you'll be taken on over to the seller hub, and then it'll say manage orders awaiting shipment, and on the left side, it'll say awaiting shipment. And you don't want to be on that because, as you can see, for me, results are 0 because I already have everything shipped out, or at least that's what eBay thinks, because eBay doesn't know right off the bat that this particular shipment that I'm doing is going to take 3 boxes. So what you do is you click right beneath the selected thing on the left. So right beneath awaiting shipment, you do paid and shipped. So be sure to click that. Once you click that, it will take you on and you'll see all your different purchases that you have. It'll be all, all your different sales that you have. It'll be all listed out with all your different sellers. It'll say what day you shipped it out, all that sort of stuff. And what you'll want to do is you'll see the little leave feedback thing. So you go down to that little drop down menu, click that. And what you want to do is click the very first option, which says purchase another label. It's really simple, guys, trust me. So what you do is you purchase the other label, and that will take you on over to basically the same exact thing that you just left of putting in all the information for your box. So put in the weight of this second box, put in the dimensions. It should be the same dimensions potentially, but if it changes, you can put in different ones. Again, check the service because you want to make sure the service is actually the correct one. You don't want to pay too much for your service. So for me, I do media mail, and anything else is like a lot more than media mail. So that's something I definitely want to make sure is checked. So I did that. And once you do all that, you purchase it. And when you get all that done for however many boxes you have, because that's just something you can copy and repeat, you just do that same thing over and over for however many boxes you have. So once you get all that though, something I highly recommend you do is make sure the buyer knows what's going on. Make sure that they know that these things are going to arrive in multiple boxes. So I know this is something that the buyer should already know because when they click order details, that'll be something that shows up, but it's not guaranteed that your buyer will actually know that thing. So you have to be sure to contact your buyer because especially if they're a newer buyer to eBay, like if they have anything less than say like 50 feedback on it, they'll probably not know everything about eBay. So you'll want to be able to just tell them, be like, hey, this is what I did. So the way that you do that, and the way that I recommend you do that, is you basically just go on to the thing that we left earlier that lists off how your eBay seller how to list off the extra books, the leave feedback thing, the drop down menu. So you go to the drop down, you do your thing, and when you're contacting the buyer, be sure to tell them the boxes that it'll arrive in. You'll say, oh, it'll arrive in 1 box, 2 boxes, 5 boxes. If it's only 1 box, obviously they don't really need to care. I only do this when I'm doing more than 1 box. So for me, I told my buyer, hey, this is going to arrive in 3 boxes. And I even told them the heaviest box is 25 pounds. That's a little bit heavy, so just a heads up. So really simple there though. So you'll tell them that, and then you will want to provide the tracking numbers and tell them, so for me I do USPS, tell them they can track it on USPS and provide the numbers. Where can you find the numbers? So you just click the tracking order ID thing, then you check out the tracking number. So as you can see in this little thing right here, it says one of the tracking numbers, and you click the little drop down menu and it will show you the other things, the other tracking numbers that you've got. So just be sure to just copy and paste those. So you might not be able to copy and paste it from the drop down menu, but as you guys can see right below that, it has the USPS tracking, or if you have FedEx or UPS, it'll say something different. And you can copy it from that little like sort of grayed out text there, which is really helpful. So once you get all that information, you'll want to, again, tell the buyer these individual things. So if you have more than 3, you have to be sure to tell your buyer, yeah, there are this many things, and then they can just copy and paste it into USPS and find out where their packages are. Normally, I have all the books arrive on the same day, but that is not guaranteed whatsoever. I actually had one buyer a few months ago, I think it was back in September, and They bought a giant set of books, and I had to do it in two different boxes. So the first one arrived within a week, and the other one took like a month to get there. And I actually had to refund them because it was taking so long, and I didn't know where it was because I had thought that USPS lost it. They ended up finding it, so I ended up refunding for basically no reason-ish. But yeah, that's something you guys do want to keep in mind is those boxes won't all arrive at the same time. So you might have an issue with buyer. So just be sure that if they do have an issue, that you're just really upfront with them and tell them everything you know, because it's just nice to be honest, and they want to know that you're on the same page with them. And if the need arises, you might have to end up refunding them. It doesn't really matter in the long run. Like if you have to refund them like one box, just refund them the price for that one box of books or magazines or whatever you end up selling. So that's something you might want to do. That's not necessarily what I recommend. I'm not your business advisor, but that is something that I have done in the past. So with all that said and done, guys, it's really, really easy to just leave feedback. Sorry, not leave feedback. To ship in multiple boxes and to leave comments for your buyers so they know exactly what's going on. Trust me, it's a lot easier than it might sound, and once you've done it a few times, guys, it's something that you can just do as second nature. Sometimes eBay will move these things around. They've moved it around on me several times since I started, so this video might become outdated eventually, but for now, that's basically how you do it, and even if this video becomes outdated and everything isn't exactly where it was in the video, odds are the same exact things will be somewhere, so be sure to leave a like if this really helped you guys out. If you want to learn more about eBay businesses or antique book businesses in general, I'd love for you guys to subscribe as well, and I will see you guys in the next video.